Oh man, okay. So DJ Kuda decided to start crying because his master of lies who created books of lies passed away. So let me make this clear. I'm not gonna sit here and dance on the dude's grave. And I'm not gonna sit here and make fun of his death. But I am critique him when he was alive. Everything this dude said before his passing is what I'm gonna talk about. And I might take a little dibs there and dibs there, but it's not gonna be anything disrespectful. Now, Kevin Samuels passed away early this year. I said about the same shit. Why is self-improvement coaches, book authors, dating coaches don't live what they preach? Why is they passing away and not taking care of their damn body? Now, only the Black Manosphere took Roger and Ellen Curry seriously. You know why? Because Roger and Ellen Curry never actually did anything outside of his books. Now, he was never going to reach the success of Kevin Samuels. I made that point to him when he was alive, I think last year. I said, dude, nobody knows who you are. You not popping in TikTok. You're not popping on Twitter. You're not popping on IG. I showed him a link to my Twitter and I said, dude, I had E! News following me. MTO made 2 hit pieces on me. I went viral 2 times. You didn't do anything like that. And I'm not talking about the old 1970s. I'm talking about right now in this generation. He didn't have nothing to say, but calling me names and say, that don't determine who you get, a woman you get or whatever, right? And I said, what are you talking about? I said, after you pass away, pretty much I said that, but I said that like a couple years ago. I said, if you pass away today or tomorrow, the only black dudes gonna be talking about you. But you keep using Elliot Rodgers as your go-to on people not looking at your books. You was already squandering. And I mentioned Passport Bros and I mentioned SYSPM and I said everybody else got different options now. With the rise of Austin, 20-year-old dude who decided to just go to Brazil, a guy like Roger and Ellen Curry was irrelevant. Now, he didn't show up when Kevin Samuels was prevalent. He got demolished, right? I asked myself, why is David Carroll, Kevin Samuels, and now Roger and Ellen Curry passing away? First of all, this dude talked a lot of shit. If he died of CV, then I'll take whatever I said about him back about his health issues, because anybody can pass away from CV. But if he died from the diabetes or a stroke or something, I'm gonna talk hella shit. Why wasn't he in the gym? I mean, he want to talk shit about other people, right? Why these 3 men wasn't in the gym working the fuck out? Remember, this is what they tell you to go do. Work out, work out, work out, work out. Right? They tell you to work out, work out, work out, work out. Because magically that's gonna save your life, right? You wanna live long and healthy, right? So Roger Allen Curry was not in the best of shape. You could tell his videos, and when he got up one time, you see a big ass gut like Reg the Bad Guy. Why the hell are y'all talking shit to younger men, calling them incels, when they can outlast and outlive you? Mind you, it was discrepancy in his books and the stories he tell, because this dude got married at 58, nearly 60 years old. He had a kid at 58. So, let me think. He made books about women, but couldn't find a wife until he was at 58 years old. Yeah, you're not good with women. Because if you was, you would have found a whole batch of women to marry and have kids with in your 30s or in your 40s. So all he was doing, as like I said before in some of my other videos, all you was doing was fucking married women. Basically, all your books and your legacy is this dysfunctional ass women. Dysfunctional ass women, and then you claim you think that that's an accomplishment. Having sex with married women is somehow an accomplishment to you, and somehow now you know it all because you mess with the most dysfunctional people of all time, right? So, to me, he was a fraud. He got on live, and when it was a legendary live stream where him and Zero went back and forth. He claimed to assume that everything he did, nobody else did. Zero checked him on and said, "Hey, dude, I did that before." And he had nothing to say. This dude blows a gasket every time somebody talks about his books and not credit him. This dude was strapped for money. When he got into a fight with O'Shea, O'Shea made fun of him, telling him that it took him years to get that money to get a $100,000 car, or an old ass car. I don't think it was $100,000. And he tried to flex with it. He needed the black manosphere, and he needed the manosphere in general in order to come off, and he couldn't do it. Even one of his last videos, even to the day he passed away, this dude really thought he was better than men. He said the manosphere isn't something, whatever he said, right? This dude never talked about feminism. He never talked about all the other shit, but he always talked about one side. This is why I know that he was working for the other side. Now, do I feel sorry for the kid that he don't have no father? Yes. The wife? No. The kid is gonna grow up without a father. But indefinitely, if he wouldn't be a spry young man when his daughter or his son grew up, because he would have been 80 years old when his kid reaches like 18 years old, or 18 years old or 20. So he would have been already knocking on the door already. That shows me straight away that this dude claims everything he claimed was lies. I was watching the video last night of Donovan Sharp lies, and the dude 21 Convention, or whatever the dude name is, I forgot his name, made another video about Donovan Sharp and all the lies that he said over the past couple of years. ARC is the same thing. I was on live streams where ARC exposed, one of my favorite guys in King Sigma. And, King Sigma let ARC take over the whole fucking conversation because he appealed to his player nature. A lot of things that a lot of people said for the past, 2 years was fucking false. And nobody called them out on it. ARC said direct approach is going to be the new norm in 10 years. Well, it was never the new norm because feminism changed the rules every time they want to. They will tell the ugly guys they don't want to be approached, but they will want to only be approached by the good-looking guys. And then guys who sleep with them, they could just come out and say they exposed. I traveled in another space that I don't like to go to. And it's a space with a dude named Hassan and Destin. And, the male feminist side. Because I was bored that night. This dude, Destin, is team women. And this dude, Hassan, is team women. But this dude, Hassan, got accused of messing with an underage girl, which was false. This girl that accused him slept with this dude, Dustin, or Destiny, whatever his name is. And they started proceeding to expose each other. This is why I told you before, don't mess with their women and let them eat each other alive. Because eventually they're going to do that to each other. They're volatile people. If they're not going to eat you up, they're going to eat each other up, which they did. She put false allegations on Hassan and ended up leaving for 2 weeks and ended up coming back acting like she's a new person. ARC said a lot of stupid shit. And also he did a lot of scumbag shit. He said a lot of scumbag shit. And he did a lot of scumbag shit. So a lot of guys are going to celebrate, not myself, that he passed away when they're still alive. All the incels that he talked about, that he wanted them to pass away on the island. They don't contribute nothing to society. They're alive. Just like the dude, just like when Kevin Samuels talked down to this overweight guy and said, did he have a big penis? Well, that guy got the last laugh because Kevin Samuels is cool. This is a life lesson to anybody out here, man. Be more humble. It's good to have a fresh ego. But at some point, you got to be a little bit more humble. Because if you ain't humble, then people are going to sit back and look at your death and then pretty much don't care. It don't matter if all these black dudes worship this nigga and said, oh, he going to be missed and you won't be missed. Guess what? In a year, you're not going to think of him. You're not going to jump along with him. And I would be surprised if his wife had to make a GoFundMe. It depends. I don't know. Like I said before, be humble about yourself, man. Because at some point, you're going to have to face something. And I bet you if he'd be still alive, if he lived what he preached and took his ass to the gym. See, I haven't been to the gym in almost 3 years because of the pandemic. And next year, I am going to the gym because I don't have to worry about CV and getting it. Well, hopefully. But I made sure to clear myself out of it and work out at home. Unlike Reg the Bad Guy, unlike ARC, who had a big ass gut, playing old ass tapes of him speaking to somebody. Half of these people are not where they used to be at. You got Gabe A being on one of the 2 channels that he got allowed on because he got banned off every other channel. Obsidian destroyed his base back in 2016 when he joined the Kevin Samuels train, and he's trying to keep himself alive doing interviews with Sancha Ray, same woman who faked her own death. You got the woman's perspective, who ain't what they used to be. You got SBE, who turned around and made a little website, and then you had Mr. Pumping Up Me These Hoes. Mr. Can't keep himself focused on one thing. Ramil Lamir making a website with Ty City and then end up giving Ty City the whole rights to it. This dude loves to run when he don't get his way. He's a punk. And I told y'all about this dude years ago. I can name a couple people. DJ Kuda. Ever since he trying to make his channel a makeshift traveling channel. All the little game dudes left. And he don't even get a lot of views no more. Because they don't want to hear about traveling. They want to hear about game. So he lost his base. Half of the other people who were out here on one side, they took their videos down and tried to start all over. Like I said, it's a mess. And all these people piling up, all these little people are passing away. I'm not even gonna say it's karma. I'm gonna say that when you live a certain way, you better make sure that you can have longevity in your life. If you're gonna give advice to people, you should take your own advice before you pass judgment to other people. Rajan Allen Curry, I know 50-year-olds, nearly 60-year-olds who had better bodies than Rajan Allen Curry. And these are so-called incels, right? If I showed my stomach, this dude have a big behind gut, and his gut was bigger than mine. But I don't have a huge gut like Reg the Bad Guy when he gets up. Wearing overalls and shit, talking about game and incels. It cracks me the fuck up. Where half of these motherfucking dudes would talk shit about other men. But in the end, all they did was project on some shit that they never did themselves. Like I said before, some guys gonna be celebrating because the fact is, this dude talked massive shit about a whole bunch of men. And the black manosphere is just gonna sit back and say, rest in peace, blah, blah, blah. But the fact is, your YouTube daddy passed away. You don't have nobody to moralize no more. He ain't making no books. He ain't getting no, he never cracked 1 million on any kind of view online. And I'm talking about in 2019. Okay. Gotta look out. But I gotta make sure, because I do not want nobody to run up on me. He didn't have no views, high views, in years. So you telling me his book is the bestseller, blah, blah, blah. He was running off. He was a has-been who thought he was bigger than what he was. This is the reason why his ass came to the back manosphere. To take advantage of weak behind dudes. And then he said, I don't want to be a part of the manosphere. And then came back to the manosphere when his money started drying up. Talking about his book. It seemed like a lot of shady ass dudes are passing away. Who said certain things out their mouth they should have never said. Or they moved shady. And shit happened. Like I said. This is his account. Him having sex with other people's wives. Him talking shit about incels. Him talking shit about how he knows it all and all this other fake ass predictions. That he lived in this damn bubble and he thought he was the best in the world. Instead of him looking at himself in the mirror, knowing that he had a heart condition or whatever he passed away from, taking his ass in the gym and prolonging his life for a little bit longer. This nigga thought he was King Dingalang with a big ass gut. Like I said, be humble, cause you could be next. Nobody got to take you out. The system, karma, could take your ass out. This is the same dude who said he was gonna take out what's his name? Solo TV 84. He was gonna take out Solo TV 84. And you don't see Solo TV 84 out here like that no more either. A lot of these people fell from grace. And every one of them deserve it. I'm not talking about the dead ones, I'm talking about the people who fell from grace. Not just Channel Lawson. Their numbers dwindled. Nobody fuck with them. I go on gaming channels and their views are just fine. But I go on the Black Manosphere and their views are so low that you'll be surprised that they're a new channel. Like I said, man, it's a lot of things happen for a reason. The women ain't gonna say anything about his death because he was working with them. He was sending all these men back into the field to make themselves look idiotic and stupid. He gave power to these chicks